Today we're going to discuss why your lower leaves might be yellowing and what you can do to fix it. So here on this Monstera adansonii, you have really vibrant green leaves at the top of the plant, but down here towards the bottom you have these oldest leaves that are starting to yellow off and eventually brown, and they'll senesce away. Now that's because there's a lack of nutrients in your soil. This plant is providing for the newest growth on the plant and keeping it green at the top, but it's taking away from the bottom parts of the plant because there's not enough nutrients in the soil. And that's because nitrogen is what we call a mobile nutrient. It's able to be transported through the plant and to be put in the areas that it's needed most. And that's always the newest growth of the plant. The second reason why your lower leaves might be yellowing is because the plant's not getting enough water. So in order for the minerals, the nitrogen, to be absorbed by the plant, water needs to transport it up and into the plant. So if you're not watering, we might be underwatering this plant. If you're not watering enough, those minerals can't be unlocked and put into the roots and transported up into the soil or up into the plant, into the top of the plant, and therefore it's taking away from the lower leaves to provide for that. And finally, the third reason why your lower leaves might be yellowing is because it might just be the way that plant grows. The Monstera adansonii tends to lose some of its lower leaves, so it's nothing to really worry about, but dracaenas, palms, Chinese evergreens, these plants tend to provide for the top of the plant and take away from the lowest branches of the plant. So it's really common to see those plants pruned upwards. You'll see dracaenas get the patterns in stalk from all the leaves being cut off all the way up to where it just has a nice bush of green at the top, but the stalk looks somewhat like a palm tree. So what can we do to fix these lower yellowing leaves? What we just need to do is add back a nitrogen-based all balanced fertilizer. So I'll add a little bit to the water here and just water as normal. You might need to do this if you've got something serious kind of going on like this every couple of weeks with the next couple of waterings, but just water as normal with a liquid fertilizer. That'd be great. Ideally go organic if you can. You can also mix in an amendment, some form of worm castings or something with a high nitrogen. Remember those three values on fertilizer and soil is NPK. And that first number, N, is your nitrogen, and that's what the deficiency we're seeing here. The other thing you can do is also increase your watering schedule. Maybe you're in the second group of not watering your plant enough, so those nutrients aren't being transported to the top of the plant well. And maybe if you've got a Chinese evergreen or a dracaena and it's the lower leaves browning and yellowing off, it's just kind of how it goes. But to summarize, it's typically a lack of nutrients in your soil and overall a lack of nutrients within your plant that's causing lower yellowing leaves. This is a nitrogen deficiency.